Hey, what's up, everybody? Adam Ouellette here, ex-attorney and stress-less coach, trainer, and consultant. And this is another installment of how we do stress to ourselves. Today, I'm talking about resistance. Resistance is a killer, and it is the reason we are stressed. We're resisting whatever's happening in the moment. So this video is going to help you understand the resistance problem and how it creates almost 99% of your stress. The problem is chronic stress in disguise, right? There's no lion chasing you, as I've said that in other videos. There's no gun pointed to your head. So why are we under so much stress? Why are we in this constant state of fight or flight, which is a really unhealthy place to be? Most professionals live under this constant stress all the time, and we think it's coming from outside of us, but ultimately, what I've said in other videos, it's not. It's an inside job. And so my personal discovery on all of this is I hit a breaking point early on in my law career. I was heading for a heart attack, nervous breakdown. I ended up in the hospital. I was a classic overachiever type A personality. I just couldn't leave work at the office. I was always on. And I bet you are too if you're watching this video. So after 20 plus years of research, I discovered something pretty shocking. I've said this in other videos. I realized I was doing stress to myself. And as soon as I understood how I did stress to myself and it was an inside job, I recognized it was resistance. Pushing against whatever was in the moment. I literally reduced my stress by 90%. And now I teach lawyers and business people how to have less stress. Created a whole course called Stress Less Plus on the particulars on how I did it. So let's talk about this stress formula, the resistance formula revealed. Your resistance is causing you stress. We perceive something, we either react or respond. We're reacting most of the time, and reaction means we're doing the same thing over and over. Then we judge something as bad, as negative. I don't like this. That judgment creates resistance in the body, in the mind, and we push against it. This is why we're so exhausted. This is why we're so tired. And it triggers the fight or flight response. And sadly, we live in the fight or flight most of the time because we're under stress all day, every day. And we don't leave stress at the office or when we're done for the day. And we create this stress response. It's a physical reaction, even though there's nothing chasing us. There's nobody pointing a gun to our head. We're creating a stress response, and the body doesn't know the difference between a real, true stress event, which we don't have a lot of, versus what we're doing in our own minds. And so what are some real world resistance triggers? What are some common situations? Workplace, difficult clients. Hey, I had hundreds and hundreds of difficult clients as a lawyer. Unexpected deadlines that pop up. Resistance response is sending us into stress. Technology failures, people have them every day. And then why is there so much road rage? Because people have so much stress in their lives that they can't take shit anymore. And so traffic jams become something that should be simple, but it isn't. It becomes a stressful event. We're on autopilot 99% of the day. We don't understand that our beliefs are causing us stress, and they're borrowed beliefs, borrowed from someone else, which means most of our beliefs are not our own. And so when we have a trigger event and we have a reaction to something to where we're resisting it, you borrowed beliefs from your parents or society or just how it's supposed to be, and you've been programmed with these beliefs and you don't even know what they are. We have these unconscious patterns running us all the time. They cause stress. So what are some resistance triggers? Most of us believe life is hard. This should be different. That's something that is a massive stress trigger. Whatever's happening in the moment, we think it should be different. This shouldn't be happening. I can't handle this. These are all resistance triggers that most of us have on a daily basis. What happens if we let go of these triggers, let go of resistance? We have an immediate energy boost. Stress is draining your internal battery. Stress is making you exhausted. We can make better decisions. We're better at work. We can get work done quicker if we're not doing stress to ourselves all day, every day. And our health follows from this. Well-being follows from this process. So recognize you have the power to choose, react or respond. Very powerful place to be. I call it the choice point. And today I ask you, maybe you want to start doing this. Notice your resistance patterns. Notice what you're pushing up against. Notice in the moment when you're resisting something that's causing stress. And if you become aware that you can notice these things, you'll start to notice them. So the problem isn't out there, it's in here. It's in here. It is our perception of life. My question today is, will you keep fighting your reality? Because when you fight your reality, you're creating stress, you're creating resistance, or you're going to start working with it. This is what my Stress Less program is all about. I've got some free videos. Check it out, stresslessplus.com, but the choice is yours. You have the power in you to stop. You have the power in you to stop resisting, stop reacting, and start to choose a better thought in the moment, because ultimately our stress comes from our own thoughts. Hope this helps. If you're interested, check out the information. Take care, but start noticing your triggers today. Be well.